boys. It's good to have you back again for another fascinating episode of Cinema at Home. Today, we are diving into the slightly complex art form of installing your home theater, and this is an area where even the best components have a make or break moment. Wire it wrong and you could have an IPL party deader than a dodo. Thankfully, I have the support of Dolby and What Hi-Fi magazine, who have powered me with the knowledge that I'll be sharing with you today. A modern-day home theater system can resemble a telephone exchange if you look at the maze of cables and wires that get the job done. But don't let this get you down. I'm here to make it all easy. What you do need to remember are the most important connections, and luckily these days all you need are HDMI cables for almost everything. Most televisions have an HDMI input and you should use it for the best picture quality. But if you have a slightly older model of a flat screen TV, look for component video connections that will allow for an HD ready picture. For audio too, HDMI works well for most sources. But if you would like to hook up your computer to your home theater system, ensure the AV receiver has an optical or coaxial digital input. This will help you use your computer as a source for movies or music, even if it doesn't have an HDMI out. If you're using an LCD or a plasma television, mount it at a height where the center point of the screen is in line with your eyes when seated. This way, you will experience the most natural colors and perfect geometry, with the added benefit of saving yourself from neck problems while providing the best levels of brightness for fatigue-free viewing. And this rule holds good for a projection screen too, though you could get that a bit higher for a more dramatic presentation. Now, the distance between your viewing position, chair, sofa, lounger, whatever works for you. And the screen is flexible, but you need to be a minimum of 7 feet away to be comfortable. Now, with Full HD and Ultra HD lurking around the corner, pixelation will soon be a thing of the past, letting you sit closer to a big screen than ever before. One final tip. Always maintain diffuse lighting in the room while watching a movie, or best, switch off all other light sources, as this will allow the contrast levels of the display to be richer and more defined. I know, it's not easy fitting 5 or more speakers in a living room, but it shouldn't be impossible either. If possible, use the main left and right speakers as reference points and start placing other speakers around their imaginary orbit. So, the viewer, that's you, should be seated between the main speakers while the center speaker lines up with your head. The ideal position for the 2 surround speakers? An angle of 15 degrees off to the side of the listening position. Now, the subwoofer needs some experimentation for the best result. Start by placing it in a corner and keep listening for changes as you move it further out in the room. Speaker position is heavily dependent on acoustics and furniture of your room. So use these tips as guidelines and feel free to experiment. Visuals of Charlie Chaplin notwithstanding, the importance of proper wiring cannot be stressed enough. Besides being a potential fire hazard, improper wiring can also have a direct effect on the performance of your system. Wire one speaker wrong and you could lose all your bass. So here are some basics. Ensure the positives on the amplifier end and the speaker end match. Usually, wires come with 2 colors that help you match the ends. Don't get that right and you may end up with out-of-phase speakers, and that's not good for sound. So there you have it. You are an expert at the basics of home theater installation. And be sure to check out our other episodes on this subject to get more juicy tips.